But haha, I brought duct tape so my camera's not sliding around like it always is. Don't slide. Always slips like that. Is that stable? Don't judge. It is penguins on it, but you know, I went through a phase. Yes! We have a setup. We gotta make this quick because I literally have class in 10 minutes. Also gotta make this quick because I have 17 things on this list and I'm trying to get this to under 10 minutes. Okay, let's go. Number 1, tell people how much you appreciate them. People feel underappreciated constantly. When you start showing people appreciation, their self-esteem goes up, they feel better, and they feel better when they're around you. And you'd be surprised how many people don't get told thank you. And so showing your appreciation for someone, genuine appreciation, can go a very long way for a lot of people. And people love to be praised. I mean, like, when I'm telling you to appreciate people, I'm telling you, be like the dog owner when their puppy pees outside for the first time and not in the house. Be that level of dog owner praise. Number 2, be interested in others. Listen, people love to talk about themselves, and the fact that we've all done the fake Vogue like makeup tutorial interview in our mirrors at night, it proves it, and you're lying if you tell me that you haven't. Dale Carnegie said, to be interesting, be interested. Wisest words from heaven. Number 3, have a why in everything that you do. Through my years of extreme Olympic level procrastination. Oh my God, it's still slipping. In my years of Olympic level procrastination, I have found that it's almost never procrastinating as much as it is the thing that I need to be doing isn't a priority for me. If you love to bake and if you love to play with your dog, you're gonna do those every single day. Why? Because they become a priority for you because you want to do them. And so how do you make things a priority for you? You find a reason why you want to do that. You find a why. You have a mission. And if you can remind yourself of that when you're trying to get yourself to do that, you will do it. And if you don't have a why in something that you're doing, it's gonna feel pointless. It's gonna have no meaning. And that's like part of the entire human existential crisis. What's the meaning of life, bro? Give it a meaning. Find a why. Number 4, I don't need to tell you this, but bro, sleep. Number 5, it's difficult to change someone's mind. If someone is set on an idea, it's hard to change their mind. Humans, we don't want to be wrong. It's a thing. And if you are in denial of it, you don't want to be wrong that you don't want to be wrong. Mind blown. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And so just know in that moment when you're arguing that arguing is likely not going to get you anywhere. It almost never does. And so don't bang your head against a wall if you can't convince someone to do something or to believe something because it's hard to do. There's got to be some Aristotle quote about it. Number 6, you're not gonna see strangers again. And if you do, they're not gonna recognize you. And once you can learn to accept that, I found that I'm fine with embarrassing myself in public. I'm fine with being myself in public, and it's fine because are people judging you? Maybe, but does their judgment matter? Do you care about their opinion? No, because you're never gonna see them again. Don't be afraid to goof off and be yourself in public because these strangers, they're just strangers. Number 7, and I cannot stress this one enough. Do not let people think that you think they're stupid. And adding on, don't ever assume that someone is stupid. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is better at you at something. So you can learn from everyone. And if they think that you think they're stupid, they aren't going to want to be around you. Humans, we don't want to feel stupid. And so if you're with that person, 1, people don't want to feel stupid. 2, people don't want to feel belittled. They may even resent you for it. And so by assuming someone's stupid or treating them as if they are, you are burning a bridge before you can even build it. And that is one of the worst things that you can do. Don't mind me. I'm just about to join a class and I'll just mute it so it's in the background. Share screen. I'll be back. Okay, so it is approximately 3.5 hours later. I have to get to cross-country practice. The parking here was atrocious, so I parked a mile away. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Where did I end? Was it number 6 last time? Number 8. Ask questions. For the love of all things good, ask questions. If you don't know something, just ask a question. You're never gonna learn if you don't ask the questions, and being afraid to ask is stupid because then you're just never gonna know and it's always gonna come back to bite you in the butt. 9 out of 10 times people are totally willing to help you, so there's no, I've learned that there's no reason to be embarrassed. It doesn't seem like that in the moment. I know I'm always very timid when it comes to asking questions, but when it boils down to it, people are gonna help you if you ask for help most of the time. And they're not gonna be like, how stupid of her for asking. No one's gonna make fun of you for not knowing how to calculate the circumference of a circle, okay? If you need to know something, just ask. It'll serve you. It's served me. Okay, number 9. Don't overload your brain. Have time to process. I've talked about how much I've overloaded my schedule in the past, and I found out that what happens is I get very mentally crowded and clogged, and there's just a lot of stuff backlogged in here, and I don't have time to process it because I'm constantly go, go, go. And I've talked about meditation on this channel before, but whatever way or method works for you, if working out helps clear your head, whatever you can do to help process the information that we're constantly getting, because we're in a world of information overload, do it, because if you're never taking time to actually reflect, it's gonna build up over time and it's gonna catch up to you, and it's probably gonna result in the form of burnout. So yeah, just let your brain process every once in a while. This is like the most important organ in your body. Don't take her for granted. Number 10, smile in pictures and take lots of pictures. You're gonna want memories to look back on. I know people who used to hate being in pictures and then now they have no physical evidence of their existence. One day you're gonna be adult and one day your kids are gonna ask, oh, do you have any pictures from when you were a teenager? And then you're gonna be like, absolutely none. Then all you're gonna have to show for it is this school picture that you don't look good in, because no one looks good in school pictures, okay? Take pictures, make memories. Okay, step 1, make memories. Step 2, take pictures of those memories. Seaplane. Excuse you? This seaplane has been circling for like a minute. Okay, number 11, don't harshly criticize people if you can avoid it, especially if you're in a group project, working with a group. If you're in a group, say things like, maybe we can improve it, or maybe we could have done better by, maybe we can do this instead of this, and never call someone out directly for it unless like they really need a smacking. Because if you harshly criticize them, especially if they get embarrassed by it, they will begin to resent you, and it's gonna create so much tension, and it's almost never good. I would say always try and find a way to lay whatever improving advice you have on them very lightly. People's egos are very fragile. You have to take care of them and assure them that they're still doing a good job. They just could be doing better if they did this. Approach it like that, because if you harshly criticize people, it will come back to bite you and they will begin to dislike you over time. It's a no bueno. Don't go there. Number 12, don't take things too seriously. Don't take things too seriously. And I mean, seriously, don't take things too seriously. No one hasn't heard the phrase, don't take life too seriously. No one makes it out alive. If you're constantly holding yourself back and afraid that you're gonna embarrass yourself or that people are gonna judge you, you're gonna be filled with regrets. Gosh, the seaplane is back. See, I'm yelling at the plane. I'm like getting mad, but I'm right by a lake. So, and I just always say, will I regret not having done this? So don't take life too seriously and be able to enjoy it, and in all the seriousness of life, find the moments to enjoy, because at the end, like, you only live once, right? I mean, hate to say it, but YOLO. Cross country starts in 5 minutes, I need to run. Number 13. That took me so long to like figure out how to do that. Decide what you want and then say it. Let it be known what you want. Make decisions. I've talked about this in another one. I got way overly passionate about it, so I'll link it there. You need to make a decision. It's so annoying when you're like, hey, what do you want to do? And they're like, I don't know. It's your decision. It's like, they're asking you what you want. You're not helping them. And I find this really annoying, but it's also, if you don't tell them what you actually want and will enjoy, then it's way less likely that you're going to be doing something that you're going to enjoy when deciding what to do. So why wouldn't you say it? And in the moment, I know it's like, I don't want to say it. I want to be a people pleaser. But then when you're actually doing the thing, it's like, man, I don't enjoy. I really wish I did this. And if and when you say that, they're like, well, then why didn't you say that? And you're like, well, eh. And then they're going to be like, that's annoying. I'm just getting upset right now of this hypothetical situation of being annoying that I just made in my head. So I'm gonna go run and I'll be back. Yes, my face is gonna be red. Yes, we're over it, okay? Yes, I wait to the last minute to film my videos and I end up like this. You guys already know. All right, see you. I just finished running and I am no longer sound in mind or body. There's so many sounds. That's rude. Number 14, do something right after you say that you're gonna do it. I know it, you know it. When you say, oh, I should totally do that, it's never gonna get done. But I listened to a podcast once where an economist said that there are loads of studies on if you do something right after you say you're gonna do it, then obviously it's going to have gotten done. But if you don't do it right after you decide that you're going to do it, it's not going to get done. It disappears from all possibility. So if there's something that you want to do, start it. If it's even just the tiniest little step to beginning it, start it, and that'll go miles to like helping you begin. I mean, you guys have seen it. I talked about it in this video where I did bullet journaling. I had so many lists of sprawled notes of different things that I wanted to do, and that's because I would never do something right after I said I was going to do it, and so I had these notes dating years back, my archives of things that I want to do, and they still haven't gotten done. So do it right after you say you're going to do it, or at least start it. Okay, number 15. You don't have to prove to other people that you're right to know that you are right. I talked about this in another video. It's hard to change someone's mind, and if they have decided that you're wrong, you're never going to be right in their eyes. So it's so futile, I don't know. If you're spending a long time trying to convince them, but you know personally that you're right, that's all that matters. 16. We're almost to the end. Opportunity cost. You can do research on your own, but opportunity cost is basically the idea that if you're doing this, it is at the cost of the opportunity to do this thing. So let's say I have a choice between watching Netflix and doing homework, and I watch Netflix. The opportunity cost was doing homework. Other people look at it differently. If you're more money oriented, some people say you can spend 6 hours doing video games, or say you can get a job at Baskin Robbins and get $12 an hour, and so 12 times 6 hours, that's $72 that this 6 hours of video gaming costs. Some people look at it that way. I'm very proud that I just did that mental math so well. I learned my timetables. That's a lie. Number 17. This one is so important. If you can't have it all, don't settle for nothing. If it doesn't go perfectly, don't give it all up. I know people who've auditioned for, say, the school play, and they really want to get the lead, and then when the list comes out and they see that they're tree number 2, they quit the play. They don't want to do it anymore because they didn't get exactly the lead. It's like, why are you actually doing it then? Really analyze your motives. Did you want to do this because you wanted to be involved in this production and have a good time and really work on something with all these other people who are passionate about the same thing? Or is it because you wanted the spotlight? Just because they didn't have their ideal spot, they gave up all of that goodness that could have come still if they had settled for this not as good but also still really good part. And that is so sad to me. So yeah, don't be like that person who quit the play just because they didn't get the lead, right? Like, I think you know that because you're a smart person. So we are done. It is Alfine. Thank you for staying and hearing the 17 things I've learned in 17 years.